Final score, Manchester United 4, Feyenoord 0. And we're here with Ian from the Manchester United Supporters Trust, here for the match review. Ian, happy with United's result?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I say definitely. Yeah, 4-0, attacking football. 3 points, one more to go for qualification. Yeah, it's all positive compared to the, sadness of nearing what felt like a loss after the Arsenal match. So yeah, I think back to bouncing, back to positive.
You mean Arsenal's win?
Yeah, don't go telling what's me call it from Arsenal fan TV that again, because he nearly came out of his backside with that idea when you suggested that the other day.
Okay, let's talk about Mkhitaryan. Out at the starting line for time, injured. He's fit again, not in the starting lineup, game after game after game. It was like, oh, where's Mkhitaryan? Where's Mkhitaryan off? Mkhitaryan had played with a one today. And a couple of days ago, it was announced he'd been in the starting lineup and he'd play a part in the game today. What were your thoughts at that point when you first found out?
I thought he was superb, It's great to see him back. Obviously, the manager's had his reasons. He doesn't think they'll fit in certain Premier League games. He was, from what he sounds like, he was fit to play against Arsenal, but he thought that was a bit too harsh for him to come back to. European match tonight. It sounds like a better sort of match for him to come into. And you know what? At times you'd give him man of the match because he was superb tonight.
Well, this is the thing, for me, like, I generally think that this goes back to what Mourinho was saying about the football in Einstein's. It wasn't like the anti-United lot. I think it was somewhat, to a certain extent, some of our own lot as well, because, like, I genuinely believe in Mourinho, his tactics, the way he's taken the team. Fair enough, it hasn't kind of gone, the way everybody should have done, but, give it to the end of the season, give it till this time next season and see where we are then. Because, in this day and age, there's so much short-termism in football that people are just short-sighted, aren't they? And, yeah, Mkhitaryan has been out, and I just think that the air has been put out for a reason. And he came in today, really, worked his arse off, and it seems to have been all for the better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he looked like he was fighting for every single ball. He wanted the ball, he wanted to pass and move, he wanted to be in the space where the balls were going. He wanted to connect and play the way that he knows how to play. He wanted to fight for his place in that team. And I think that's what you've got to get back to. We've got to get back to a team full of people that are going to fight for their manager. We've not had that through Moyes and at times LVG. So yeah,
that's a good point, because there are a lot of players that have been here from David Moyes through to Louis van Gaal on to Mourinho now. So yeah, I mean, maybe it isn't the manager, and maybe it could well be the players. So,
well, if you're not going to fight for that manager, you're not going to fight for your place, then why bother turning up at times? And that's professional footballers, at their greed, shall we call. At times, they'll quite happily sit on a bench and still get X amount of thousands a week. But, you showed tonight what proper footballers come out and do. They come out, put a performance in, and so before, like I say, he deserves man of the match at times. He's not scored a goal as much as you like him to, but, he was there, near or thereabouts. It'll come if he gets to run the games that he wants. But, I think Rooney, we can go off Mkhitaryan, Rooney today as well. Apart from a couple of bad touches, I've watched the goals back. You've not had the sense of that. I've watched the goals back, and the pass he puts into Mata for Mata's goal is superb. He gets himself in a great place for his goal. That's superb as well. And when it's that fight for his place, that fight for his right to get his to get that European club record tonight for Rooney. He's one away now from getting Bobby Charlton's record as well. He's equalled Bobby Charlton's goal-scoring record tonight. And, and it's that fight that he's put back in players' fights. And I think, we may have had some really crap, games where we've not gone against us. We've said this, after the Arsenal one about dropping points and stuff like that. But I think, like you say, give the manager time, give him a chance to continue to create his sort of ethos around the players, and I think it'll come great for us.
Yeah, I genuinely agree with you with a point on Rooney, because in the past few weeks I've slated Rooney saying that he just doesn't seem to be the Rooney of old, and but tonight he was fantastic. Rooney, if you're watching, mate, superb. Just a few more performances like that, and do you know what I mean? That's all we ask for. We're not saying you score a hat trick every week. Just if we think that you're doing your all, you're putting 100% into it, then that's all we ask. And the same for every other player at Manchester United as well.
Yeah, I think that was we said this a few times last season that if you're going to go out on that pitch and give 100%, then fine, come away and have that loss possibly. But if you're giving 100%, then fine, that's not a problem. But there was times last season where people weren't even putting 20-30% in, and that was the reason why we weren't getting the wins and the draws. Now we're getting to a stage where people are getting that belief back in, their confidence in the play, and possibly they've not put they've not got to a stage where we're playing at 100% everybody. But it'll come, and it'll come it'll come good, and hopefully extremely good, to a point where we'll bring possibly a trophy back this season, or if not, a couple next season. Okay,
going forward, we've got Zorya Luhansk away in Odessa in 2 weeks' time, and you said at the start of the interview we only need a point. However, our away record in Europe over the last few years has been absolutely awful. Yeah. Can we get that point that we need?
Well, I've just listened to an actual Paul Scholes on post-match, and he's the same. United looking away, it's not that easy. It's definitely not that easy in Europe. United are still finding that, even in the Europa League, that we're still not getting those points. Feyenoord was a prime example of that, coming away from there with a 1-0 loss, where we should have possibly got a draw, or if not more. And we've done them over tonight. At times we ran them ragged here in our own backyard. So basically we've got to take that confidence in 2 weeks' time to Ukraine and basically go for that win.
Yeah, I'm going to put it out there and say United can do it. We only need a point. Zorya aren't the greatest team in the world. And they're not the greatest team in the world. But however, our record has been shit. But the record between the difference in quality between the Premiership and the Ukrainian League is a country mile. So we're going to do it, no doubt about it. We'll get a win out there, and we'll proceed into the next stage of the Europa League. And I want us to do it because I want us to win the Europa League. Jose's done it before with Porto when it was the UEFA Cup, and I want him to do it again with United. I want us to be back in the Champions League next season. I want a trip to Sweden, goddammit. I want that trip to Stockholm come May. What are you saying?
Are you just after blondes, or is it just a formation?
It's going to be a double celebration. Trust me, it's going to be a celebration of United lifting that European Cup, followed by me sinking overpriced beer. I mean, cavorting with young, top-heavy Swedish lovelies. I'm telling you, man, it's up there already.
I said the top heavies on the.
Sunday we've got West Ham. Mkhitaryan to start.
West Ham or West Ham? Oh no, we've got two in the double.
West Ham.
I'd like to think so, but you've got I hope he's actually proved his worth tonight. If Jose thinks that he's going to be another game where he's going to be out of influence like he did tonight, then fair play to him, and let's hope he does. But there's other players. Jesse Lingard coming on, plays in a similar position to Mkhitaryan. And he came on and scored tonight. You start of if and buts and stuff, but I'd love to see Mkhitaryan in the team tonight. I thought he was great, but
okay.
And I thought they're crap.
Okay, going forward, West Ham on Sunday. If we play like how we did today, and also how we did against Arsenal, we'll just walk over West Ham like carpet, like fucking carpet. Size 9s on the carpet, nothing long. Guys, both games, guys, subscribe to the channel. Put your comments in the box below. Follow us on Snapchat at United People's TV, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And until next time, come on the Reds!